Hi, and welcome back to my channel, you guys. I'm super excited about this week's coaching video because, as you know, we are in February, and February is the month of love. So today I'm going to be sharing 16 characteristics of real love. See, sometimes we think we know what real love is, and honey, we don't. So let's jump right on in. Number one, many people confuse being in a relationship with love. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean there's true love present. If there is jealousy, possessiveness, constant fighting, abuse, that's verbal, emotional, or physical, that is not love. And I can't stress that enough. I actually heard somebody say one day, well, if he didn't love me, he wouldn't put his hands on me. And I wanted to just grab her by the neck and go, really? Is that love? Does that feel like love to you? No. If someone's putting their hands on you, that's not love, y'all. Yeah, that's not love. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So you guys, we're in February. This is the month of love. So I'm going to be talking about characteristics of real love. So let's jump right on in. Number one, many people confuse being in a relationship with love. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that true love is present, right? If there is jealousy, possessiveness, constant fighting, abuse, and that abuse can be verbal, emotional, or physical. If you have any of that, that's not love. So do not ever stay in a relationship where anybody's abusive towards you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because that's not love. And that person can say, oh, forgive me, I'm sorry, I'll get help. But honey, they probably won't. I digress. Let me stay focused. Number two, love has empathy. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in another person's shoes and see a situation from his or her point of view. Love has deep empathy. When you hurt, I hurt. See, when I really care about you and I love somebody, if they're hurting, I'm hurting with them. If they're crying, I'm crying with them. Of course, I'll cry with you anyway, whether I love you or not. But if I truly love you and we have that close bond, I'm hurting because you're hurting. You hear what I'm saying? People who truly love one another don't want to hurt them in any way, shape, or form. They want them to feel good. They care about their feelings. They try everything they can to make them feel valued and worthy. Remember, love is happiness, appreciation, and feeling good. Anything other than that is not love. And I cannot stress that enough. Anything other than that is not love. If we all love one another as ourselves, the world would be a better place. But then you know what? I digress, because some of y'all don't love yourself. Some of you all abuse yourself in more ways than one. And that's not love. You can't love yourself if you're not trying to eat healthy at least 80% of the time. You don't love yourself if you're not making a conscious effort to exercise and take care of this body that you've been given, because you only get one. You're not, and I had dared to say, if you're smoking cigarettes or anything else and doing a lot of drinking, that's not love. Because when you love yourself, you want to take care of yourself. Let me go back to my notes. Number three, love means saying goodbye to expectations. So sure, we all want people to behave the way we want them to. And I had to learn the hard way. I'm sure you've got to stop doing that. You cannot expect people to act a certain way and then get upset when they don't. We want them to be more affectionate or more outgoing or more smarter or more ambitious. All of these things are expectations. Expectations are just your requirements for acceptability of the person that you love, okay? But true love has no expectations. It simply loves as is. And that's what we have to learn to do. Love people as they are. If you can't love them the way they are, then move on. That's just not the person for you. Number four, love doesn't play the victim role or blame others. Love doesn't think others are out to get them. Love doesn't think their loved ones are wrong. Love works together. It takes responsibility. It forgives and allows other people's actions to be their journey. Love doesn't take things personally. Well, I don't know if I truly believe that one, but we're going to move on. Number five, love includes letting go. Love doesn't equal possession. Just as the saying goes, if you love something, set it free. Because if it comes back, then it's yours. It was meant to be. If it doesn't, then it never was meant to be. There's truth to that. See, love allows people their freedom. It doesn't hold tightly and crushes their wings in an attempt to keep them. True love doesn't want to possess. It is willing to set you free if you want to be free. That's just like when you have someone that's in a relationship. They don't want to leave, but they don't want to be there, but they're afraid to leave because this person is so possessive. They decide, nope, you ain't going nowhere. I'm keeping you forever. And it just to me, it makes no sense because you know that person doesn't want to be there. They're only staying there because they're afraid of you. That's not love. Number 6, love doesn't require you to continue a relationship. You may love someone very much, but you may not be compatible with them. Or they may drive you crazy with their continued disagreement for your disregard for your feelings. You can still love them, but that doesn't mean that you have to be with them. Oh, y'all, that's deep. See, I can still love you, but that doesn't mean I have to be with you. Sometimes you have to love people from a distance. Hey, love you, but I can't have you right here because it's for your own sanity. Love doesn't mean that you have to stay and stay and stay. Did y'all hear what I just said? Love doesn't mean that you have to stay. If you're not happy, if this person's mistreating you, damn the love. Excuse my language, but damn the love. You don't have to stay and deal with that. You can leave the relationship and love them anyway. And I do have people that I love them from afar. I'm not in love, let's be clear, but I love them from a distance. Number 7, love has no room for jealousy. Like possession, jealousy doesn't equal love. You think that if we're not jealous of our loved ones, that it means that we don't love them or we don't care. True love has confidence in the quality of the relationship. It knows that the other person is happy and content and coming back to you and only you. Number 8, love is the absence of fear. So you can put all emotions on a continuum. On one end, you have love, which is over here. Then appreciation. After that is joy, happiness, contentment. And then over here is satisfaction. On the opposite end of the continuum of love is fear. Other fear-based emotions include hatred, insecurity, jealousy, or greed. I refuse to hate. I don't hate anybody. I dislike things, but I don't hate anything, and I don't hate anyone. I'm not going to be insecure because if I have to feel like that, then I don't need to be in that relationship. And I'm not jealous at all because at the end of the day, if a person wants to leave, be with somebody else, they're going to do it anyway. Okay? Number 9, love is not needing but wanting. One of the things we try to teach kids is that there is a clear difference between a want and a need, right? Needing someone is a feeling based in fear. And some people are really like that. They need this person in their lives because if they don't, their whole life just falls apart. And I don't understand that. You fear that you can't live without them, so you need them. And remember, fear is the opposite of love, right? I just said that. So wanting someone in your life gives them the freedom to leave, but still shows them you love them. Number 10, love is an action, not just a feeling. Humans tend to be addicted to intense emotion, especially when it feels good. So when we're in love, we want to feel that way forever. But guess what? The higher than cloud 9 feeling goes away. The higher than cloud 9 feeling goes away after a while. Sometimes it does, right? But that doesn't mean that you don't love the other person anymore. It just means that it's not new anymore. So that's where the action needs to kick in. Show the person that you love them. Don't just assume that they know. See, I'd rather for you to show me that you love me. Telling me is fine, but show me, okay? Number 11, love is unconditional. The word unconditional means that there are no exceptions or limitations set. To love unconditionally is a different thing, and most people aren't good at that. Most of us really aren't. But true love really does love without trying to change the other person. I had to learn to do that because I was one of these people. I say, okay, well, they have all of these good traits, but then they have some of these over here that I don't really like. So if I could get them to come on this side, then we're good. But guess what? I was trying to change them. I was trying to force them to be something that they weren't. So loving unconditionally means that you love Michelle the way Michelle is. And let me just tell you real quick, and I'm going to move on. I am not a submissive person. I'm just not. I've learned, being a single mom, and then, of course, getting into powerlifting, I've learned that I am not a submissive person. I don't have time to sit back and, well, honey, do you think I should do this? Well, honey, can I do that? No. I can tell you what I'm going to do. Now, we can talk about it because maybe right now is not the time for me to do whatever that thing is, but I don't need permission from my man. And I don't need to necessarily care what he thinks. I don't. So I'm not a submissive person. I am very outspoken. I don't have to be rude and nasty, but I am very outspoken. If you say something that bothers me, I'm going to let you know. If I have a difference of opinion, I'm going to let you know. I'm not one of those quiet, timid women that just kind of sit in the background with my head down and I don't say anything. No, that's not Michelle. And I know over the years, a lot of times men had a hard time dealing with that. They did. But, you know, hey, I tell people all the time, take me as I am or move on. Because I'm not going to change. I have no desire to want to change. I love me. I love the way I am. And I'm just thankful that God sent someone in my life that can deal with all of this. Because I can be a bit much sometimes. Now, I'm not physical. I'm not a physical person, meaning I'm not going to put my hands on you. You know, I'm not going to argue with you. I will state my piece. I will listen to yours. And then I'm done with it. But not everybody can deal with that. Number 12, love means putting other people's needs equal to or before your own. While people may be inherently selfish for survival purposes, this does not serve us well in relationships. If you don't put other people's needs at least equal to your own, they will grow resentful. Real love truly, genuinely cares about other people's happiness. And that's just me. I truly care about your happiness. But I'm not going to sacrifice my own for it. Let me be clear about that, because I'm not telling you sacrifice your happiness. Because some people will say, oh, you know, put your happiness to the side and make sure everybody else is happy. No, because then you're miserable. And then you start to resent those people. So I'm not saying that. So what was I saying? Generally cares about other people's happiness and will go to great lengths to make people feel valued. If you're ever in my presence, you will always feel valued, unless you've done something to get on my nerves. But other than that, I will always try to make you feel valued. Number 13, love is the highest vibration emotion that there is. Science has proven that emotions like love and fear have very different vibrations. They can actually measure them. Love vibrates very fast, whereas fear-based emotions, think jealousy, possessiveness, hatred, greed, etc., vibrate very slowly. When you love completely and unconditionally, there is no fear involved. The vibrations of love make you feel good at all times. Number 14, love requires attention. Love doesn't ignore. It doesn't look the other way. It wants to be present and be together. When people are in love, sometimes they think they don't have to do any more work. Not true. Just because you're in love, honey, you still have to put in that work. But real love actually enjoys giving attention to another person. It feels good. It doesn't see giving attention to another person as a chore. Number 15, love understands and accepts differences. Let's face it, we're all different, right? I'm different from you, you're different from me, and we're different from somebody else. Even identical twins aren't exactly the same. I have twin nephews. I love my babies dearly. They play basketball, by the way. But they're not actually the same. And growing up, they like the same things. So they wore the same clothes, same shoes, wore their hair the same way. But as they've gotten older and now they're teenagers, you can see how the differences come in. They don't always have to wear the same thing. They don't necessarily like the same clothes and shoes and hairstyles. So it's just interesting. I digress. So they have different experiences and outlooks about the world. Real love doesn't make other people wrong for being different. When people truly love another person, they accept their differences. Okay. And number 16, love varies in how it's expressed and accepted. So, what makes us feel loved? It varies. Okay. In the book, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, he explains the different ways people give and receive love. Number 1, through words. Number 2, acts of service. Number 3, giving of gifts. Number 4, spending time together. And number 5, touch. It's important to discover other people's love language so you can understand each other and give love in a way that the other person can recognize it. I have that book somewhere. I think I have it on my iPad, and I need to look and see. Okay, so love makes you feel good, not bad. Many people confuse being in a relationship, and these are just bonuses now. I'm sorry, these are bonuses. Love makes you feel good, not bad. So many people confuse being in a relationship with love. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I said that already. This is not a bonus. Y'all, please forgive me. Charges in my head, not my heart. Yeah, I was doing a cut and paste thing, so I started all over. So those are the 16 things that are characteristics of real love. Let me do a quick recap, and I promise I'll let you be. Number 1, I said many people confuse being in a relationship with being in love. And I talked about what it means to be in a relationship, and everybody in a relationship is not loving the person that they're with. Okay. Number 2, love has empathy. Number 3, love means saying goodbye to expectations. Number 4, love doesn't play the victim role and it doesn't blame others. Number 5, love includes letting go. Sometimes you have to meet people where they are, and sometimes you have to leave them there. Sometimes you have to ask the person in your inner circle of love to stand up and just kind of walk away because their time has expired. Number 6, love doesn't require you to continue a relationship. If you're in a relationship, there's no love, honey, let it go. Because all you're doing is hurting yourself and keeping that other person from moving on to find someone that will truly love them. Number 7, love has no room for jealousy. Number 8, love is the absence of fear. Number 9, love is not needing but wanting. See, I may want to have a man in my life, but I don't need a man in my life. Y'all let that sink in. You need to get to a place where you can say, I want somebody in my life, but I don't need to have them. Number 10, love is an action, not just a feeling. Number 11, love is unconditional. You have to love people unconditional. So if that man snores or that woman snores, but they're a good person, honey, you unconditional, you got to take all the snoring with it. Number 12, love means putting other people's needs equal to or before your own. Now let me preface this by saying, I don't want you to always put other people's needs before your own, because that is a problem, and I see it happen quite often. Never always put other people's needs and feelings before your own. It's okay to do it every now and then, but stop living a life where you're always putting yourself last. Number 13, love is the highest vibration emotion that there is. Number 4, and it's proven that it can be measured. Number 14, love requires attention. Number 15, love understands and accepts differences. And number 16, love varies in how it is expressed and accepted. Because everybody, excuse me, my eyes itching. Everybody doesn't show love the same way, and everybody doesn't receive it in the same way. So you have to know the person that you're with. So I hope this kind of helped you guys. What did I just say? I hope this helped you guys in some way, shape, or form. And I'm going to link each one of these in the description box, all 16 of them, so you don't have to worry about taking notes. But I just really want you all this year. I want you all this year to really focus on finding happiness first, but love as well. And that doesn't necessarily mean being in a relationship, doesn't necessarily mean being married to someone or dating someone. But whatever, if you're in a relationship, make sure there's true love there. Do not accept anything less. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do not accept anything less. That's all I have, you guys. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And there's nothing you can do about it, so don't even try. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to tap that bell so you don't miss anything as I upload new videos. I love you guys, and when I say that, I truly mean that. I love each and every one of you because I realize you support my channel and you don't have to. Just like I support channels and I don't have to. So for that, I truly, truly love each and every one of you, and I can't thank you enough. So until next time, take care.